Hi, I think I've made a bit of a mistake, so please let me know what you think I should do at the end of this. So I don't think Kate Middleton is going to be here by Easter. It's a little bit of a problem for me, which I'll tell you about why later. So I think this year is the year of the dragon. It's a very transformative time, and the Princess of Wales, Wales being related to dragons, is all linked. It's huge. And we've just celebrated International Women's Day and Mother's Day, and I know that there's all those talks going on about the photoshopped Mother's Day photo that she sent out, and there's a lot of talk about what may be going on with her because she's been missing since the 25th of December. So I think she's alive today, but potentially in a coma, and I don't think she's going to be here by Easter. So what I did was ask some questions and asked what the future would be. I know that there are people like me who really loved Diana, and I don't want to see another Diana situation happen. And I am concerned that that has happened and that she is not going to be here by the end of this month. I think we will receive news that she may have gone. Now, I may be wrong, and I hope I am. And it could be that she's just going to transform into a totally different person, because it is a transformative year. So what I'm not 100% sure on is whether she's going to transform in this life or into her next life. Now, I don't know her. I don't know her sister. I don't know Meghan. I don't know Diane. Never have done. But I've really admired all of them as amazing women. And I often have talks with my daughter about this, about how any educated woman in this day and age would not want to be a princess. Who wants that job? It is not a Disney movie, that's for sure. You only have to think about what happened to Diana. And I think Diana, Meghan and Kate were not stupid girls at all. They were very educated, very beautiful, very strong, powerful, amazing women. And I think they all felt that they could make a difference in their role. And how unfortunate that has turned out for 2 out of 3 of them. And I think Kate's number 3 now. My deepest desire is that she is well and she is safe. I don't get that answer when I ask. I don't feel that she is. I can't imagine the pressure that the royal family members have to go through. I just can't imagine it. I can imagine it enough to make me absolutely never want to be part of the royal family. And I would never want to marry a prince. And I would do everything in my power to stop my daughter from marrying a prince or my son from marrying a princess. I would just be like, no way. I think it's a prison. It's a form of prison. They have no freedom. They are hounded and ridiculed and criticised horrendously. I think what's happened to Meghan and Harry is horrible. You know, these women, they're mothers, they're our sisters, they have children, they have feelings, they have emotions. And the way we have treated them as a nation is disgusting. I don't envy their position at all. To be in their shoes, to me, is hell on earth. So every feeling that I get from my meditation and from what I've asked is that she's not going to be here any longer. I don't think she's really here anymore. I think she's in a coma. I think there's been something really bad that's gone down. And my concern is, because I love Diana, is that yet again, somebody else who's a princess in the UK is going to disappear, and I will always question what actually was the truth and what happened. So part of me hopes that Diana faked her death somehow and managed to get a new life, because they do this in witness protection all the time, and lived happily ever after, free from society. But of course that's a huge wish, and I don't think that is potentially what happened, but it would be nice if she was still alive and she got there. But I actually think she is in the other spirit world and it's not with us anymore, and I suspect Kate is almost there herself. I think she's been severely injured and hurt, and I don't think she'll come back. If I'm lucky and I'm wrong and she does come back, I am rooting that she comes back full of power, full of new role, and where she goes forward. So the reason I'm concerned about this is I have written about the royal family, and that comes out in book 4, which launches this summer. And I'm thinking, oh my God, have I made a mistake here? So when I wrote book 4 a decade ago, I knew that their son George would eventually be the king. And now I'm getting told absolutely not, he's not going to ever be king. I think King Charles is going to be the last king of England. I think the royal family is coming to an end. I don't know how or why. I'm not actually that much into the royal family. It's just that I wrote about them in book 4 of the Children of Pisces series. So I'm a little bit concerned, because does that mean I have to try and rewrite the book before it launches in August? And that's tricky. So what I got a decade ago is William was going to marry Kate and have their children, and the oldest one would be George, and he would have twin boys, and he would be King George eventually. And that's no longer what I see. And I don't think William is going to be king. I'm 100% certain that the Kate we know is not going to be queen. And I don't think George is going to be king. Now, I don't know how this works, because if Kate passes away or leaves the royal family, and let's assume that nobody has done anything to her and she's perfectly fine, let's give the benefit of the doubt there. I don't think that's the case, but let's give the benefit of the doubt that, you know, no harm has been done. She's just struggling with things or doesn't want to be in the royal family anymore. I can't imagine the pressure they've been under. You know, just think about it. You've got Prince Charles, who's just inherited the throne, with Camilla, and I've never liked either of them since what happened to Diana, to be honest. I'm not a big royal fan, but the royal family that I really liked, I liked Diana. I liked William and Kate and had high hopes for them, but I had high hopes for Charles and Diana, and those were drenched in non-high hopes. So I'm really worried about second time around here. I liked Meghan and Harry. I really loved them as a couple, and I still do. I feel so sorry for them, because I think they have just been totally brutalised by everybody. You know, they never stood a chance, and I feel heartbroken for them. So I like all of them. I think Meghan, Diana and Kate are all amazing women who had high hopes of making a difference, and they lost that. Diana, tragically. Harry has been worried about Meghan's well-being, quite understandably, and now I'm worried about Kate's well-being.